Hello, my friends. I have been working on something I've been kind of intimidated, I don't know why, at doing, but I found it quite fun. So I left some of the other page to do with you. And this is in the World of Wonders by Johanna Basford, just in case you didn't know. And this is at the very beginning of this book. So the only thing I have left at the beginning is all of this. I did this. This was some of the first stuff that I did in this book. And this page. And this page. Just used distressed ink in the background. And I would imagine I used Castle Art pencils in the beginning, because that's what I had. I ordered that set of Castle Art pencils, and then I ordered a set of the metallic and the pastels, and I had a great time with them. I had some Prisma, and they're really old, and I had some crayon pencils, and they're not as old as my Prisma pencils, but I was intimidated, even though I do watercolors and I've done toll painting, I've done acrylics, I've done watercolors, I've just kind of created a little bit of everything, and I didn't know what to do with these colored pencils that I did have, or the watercolor pencils. I just didn't see any real use for them for years, and I've had them for years. And I think I've said it before. I used them to highlight in my Bible. I didn't know what else to do with them, and until I bought this little book of Psalms. That's in the Bible, and it's just a beautiful little tiny book. And so I had bought a few people the same book, and that's how I got started. I was just looking for that little book. Here it is. This is what started my whole venture in colored pencils and coloring. So I had so much fun coloring in here, and just messing around with them, that it just gave me such pleasure. And I just loved it. Every day I would color a page in here. And so most of these are with whatever I had. But I bought this book for quite a few people and sent it to them to color in. But this is right off of Amazon if you're interested in it at all. But look at how, it's got just a very wide variety of different things to color in here. Plus you get some scriptures, and I haven't colored in here for a while, but it's just adorable. I like it. It's got little, big, everything, and just 365 promises from God's Word in color. And I think it was like under $6. So, and it's really quite thick. I just thought I would share that little story, how I got started with this. And I was so excited. And it just seemed like it just grew into a very wonderful passion. Um, and I just loved it. So in here, I am coloring with Castle Art pencils, which I just have them all out. The colors that I've been using on this page. So let's get going. I'm just going to continue to color. This is sap green. And this is as far as I got. So I thought, well, let's start here. And I think on the bottom I will color up there, and I will show you how I did that. So I'm just going to finish up this little guy down here. I tried to make all the houses different colors. And I've seen people that are just amazing that have done this picture. And for me, I just have to do my own thing in order for it to turn out. I guess the way I like it. I don't know. Although I see some that I just absolutely love. And I have gone through it step by step, color by color, pausing it, coloring. And I've learned a lot. And I think that's in any of the things that I have learned, I have put time in until I actually conquer it. And then I will start getting better and better with my own style and with coloring and painting or sewing. Oh my gosh, I got into making dolls, painting their faces, and I have a whole big box full of dolls. But painting is the thing I love the most. I just bought me some cord, off-white cord. I'm going to crochet me one of those crocheted purses. I kind of like the hobo. I think they're hobo bags where they're just more of a big triangle. A little less, not a triangle, for heaven's sakes. Like a square. A little less square than. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. I'm going to sit down with my computer and find me a bag that I like and make me a new summer bag. I hope. I learned how to crochet when I was a little girl, but I didn't learn how to follow a pattern. So that had to come with time. Oh, I was thinking, what is that? That's smoke. But this last winter, I took online the most beautiful Afghan. It's called a mandolin, I think. I can't remember exactly. But I was clear up to almost the last two videos that are close to it. And this is cinnamon. And it was a round circle, then it started turning into a square. And I had taken that thing apart so many times, and I had tied all the little pieces together and made the balls all over again. It was like, oh my gosh, I cannot deal with this anymore. I would work all month trying to get it right. But some of the video that they did, they cut out parts that they shouldn't have. So it made it really, really hard. So I sat down the other day and took a lot of it apart. And I am going to try. I'm putting some moss on the roof, if you want to know what I'm doing. And try to fix it. I don't know. But I learned so many stitches, and I could follow just about anybody else's patterns, but theirs. Don't know why. But I wasn't the only one. We had a little Facebook. I need a lighter color than that. There we go. And a lot of people, it was a group thing for that particular thing. It was hard. But I've made, using the same colors, I've made shawls. I have a box of the yarn under my bed. Like, oh my gosh. I like the castle art, but they do not blend anything like Polychromos or my Prisma. But they're kind of fun because, I don't know, it's just a different texture. There's hardly any wax in them. They're just almost like a plain pencil, from what I can, my idea of what's going on. So it is worth, if you can afford it, the better brands. But if you can't, these work just fine. If you didn't know the difference, you'll have just as much fun with these and make just as many beautiful pictures. Because I do love these. They were my first set. But if I had to choose just one, I would choose the Prisma. I wouldn't have said that earlier in my learning, because I thought the Prisma were so hard to learn to use. But when you learn just there's difference between the cheaper pencils, the Castle Art, and there's a difference how you color with the Prisma or the Polychromos. And I have the Ink Intense. I just thought I had to have everything in order to make a good drawing, coloring, which you really don't. You you use what you got. These are fun because they're such a little just a little picture. So I'm using sap green for my darkest. I'm using cinnamon for the main part. I'm coming in with the brilliant yellow, which is more of a orangey color, and the sap green. Oh no, this is Persian green to do the green on the roofs. I did it on all of the other ones on the other side too. I just thought the green on the roofs kind of added to this little piece of your own land in the sky. Wouldn't that be fun? Have your own little piece of land in the sky. And this little piece got a little ladder to go up into this other part. This was pretty cool how she did this. I think we'll just make some little blue curtains. Pick up the color for the little flowers. How about a little blue dress? And let's see, do we make some lavender on one of these? Little sheets or whatever they are. And what else did we use? How about that light lime green? It's actually leaf green light. It's like that. Maybe we'll put some oops, we missed a little piece right there. And then I just took, oh, we got to do that little flag. And then we forgot that little pipe. Goodness. First I thought it was a little cross. Oh, I guess it can be whatever we choose to make it. And then I'm going to put just a little tiny bit of blue. Very, very lightly in the windows. Like that. So then, let's start up here. And what I did is I took all of my so I'm using the same colors: sepia, brilliant yellow, cinnamon, raw umber, yellow ochre, and terracotta light. So I took the sepia and any of the dark with the spots on them, I made dark like that. This is a city in a city here. This must be mainland. I'll just color in all of these. Okay, they're starting to get too close together, I think. Oh, well. Oh, this is water. Okay, I see it. I don't really see. I should stop and really look. You just see the big picture. You don't see the little picture. What all is going on in every little part. Okay. I'm going to leave that one because it's right next to. I just look at it and think, this lady is so creative to think of all these little things. Okay, so now I just try to find spots. And start filling in with all the different browns and the colors that I've picked out. I think we'll do this one here. And this is the raw umber. The other one was the sepia. And I'll tell you, this was quite the challenge to what should I do? How should I do this? So it is supposed to be the earth coming out underneath. So the only thing I could think of was browns. So that's what I did. I just picked out all the different browns, and then I went over it with I think it's yellow ochre. I'll check that one. Okay. I think we'll do this little corner piece rather than like that. Now I'm going to pick my next darker color. And what did I pick? Cinnamon. I want to get some lighter colors in there too, so I'm going to kind of, well, I went over that leg. That's all right. I think those are like little braces. For the legs on that little building. All right. Now let's go with our terracotta light. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. This is our yellow ochre. So now I'm just going to finish filling in these. All right, then I'm going to take Is it this one I used or that one? I guess I used something different on both of them. Okay. So now I'm going to just go over. Yeah, it was this one. The whole thing. And this is the brilliant yellow. And I'm just covering it all up. That's what I did. I was just trying to get it to all kind of blend somehow. Not that it's going to, but... And I am pressing down pretty good. And that's just exactly how I colored the bottom part of all of these hills. So then I took sap green. Where's my sap green? Is this one it? Yeah. And I did all the grass. It felt so good to get these colored. I have a few books that I have started from the beginning and just colored. I thought, does it matter whether I want to color or don't want to color it? I'm going to color from the start to finish. And there's a few pages I really didn't want to do. Once I started in them, then it was fun. It was fine. So I'm just making little circles. I like the little circles for the shading part of it, because some of it gets darker and some of it's a little lighter, but not real noticeable. Any place you miss, just use your little circles. like that. Now, I don't want to mess up because, okay, there we go. Because there's a river in here and a pond. With a boat on it. I went through all 4 of my Rita Berman's books, and I've picked out pages that I want to color next. And so I've laid them all open on top of each other to the page I want to color next. I do like that. Little circles for the grass. Oh, we missed this little part. Okay, I missed this little part. How's that? Did we get it all? We did. Okay. So, I keep using the same blue throughout the whole thing, and it's a periwinkle that I'm using. And it's from Castle Art Pastel, so whatever color blue you like is the color I would use if you don't have this one. It's just a soft, pretty color. And we'll do this one last. And then I've got terracotta green, or teal green. And I thought I would just use this to kind of highlight my water a little bit. let some of the lighter colors show through. Not sure how this water is staying right on the edge here, but it is. It's a miracle. It is a miracle. Okay. The water is coming out of here. I don't know where it's coming from. Okay. So now we got this tree, and I used sap green and maybe this is leaf green. Let's try that for the tree, and I just kind of hit and missed with this color throughout my little tree. Then I took my sap green and I kind of came back through all of this. There we go. And I went and just kind of mixed those two colors together. Not going totally over that light color, but a little bit around it. Kind of like that. And then we got this one over here. Might as well do it too. And I like the effects of just mixing these two colors just like that. And you can go over it a little bit because it's not going to disappear. But you just want to kind of stay around it, not on top of it. Because you want that color to pop through there. I'm just making little circles. And then I'm going to take my sepia, which one are you? Okay. Now sepia is it's a dark brown. It's not a true sepia in Castle Art as it is in Prisma. So just look for a dark brown is really all you need for these little trees. Oh, this little tree has a door. So let's, well, for fun, let's make it green. If somebody lives in there, they probably painted their door green. So we'll do this one too while we're doing it. I'm so excited that I'm getting this picture done. I don't know why I dreaded it so much. I think all this underneath part was the part that really intimidated me, to be honest. It did. So let's see, what color do we have that's a deep dark green? What is this? Persian green. Let's see what happens when we do our trees in this. I'm just going to give it a good little heavy coat. So our little pine trees. Will stand out. I wonder if I have, what is this one? Permanent green. I'm kind of looking for a phyllo green. The background trees. That's the wrong color. This is the one we were using. And then just go over that, make them darker. Oh, those are leaves coming down, okay. Trying to make them be a little bit different shades. Like that. That looks pretty good. Well, let's do these while we're here. And I'm using that phyllo green light. Because we got to pick colors that are going to be different than the grass. And that these will stand up and stand out. Looks like we have some over here too. Okay. I like that. Now, we need something like a light. So we're going to use this leaf green. Let's see if it's going to be bright enough. Yeah, there's enough contrast in that it'll be standing out from the grass. Okay. How about these little guys? I'm not sure what these things are. Some kind of grass. If you lived out in space on a piece of Earth, who knows what else would be there. I think I'll use it on these two. Yeah, that looks good. And these must be little flowers. No, we could come down right in the bottom of all of these. Just give it a little bit of color. I'll just shade it up a little bit. Not much, just a little. And then we're going to take our lavender light, and I'm just going to color these in. They're just too little to do any shading on. I could, but I'm not. So, do we have a dark lavender? You would think we would. Oops. I colored everything but the flower. So this is lavender. So I think we'll just a little bit on the top. Like that. Okay. So let's do our boat. I'm going to pick yellow ochre to start with. I think that's the little sail. And you know what I think? Where's my sap green? Green. I think right in here, we should have made that grass back there. There we go. So I'm just going to finish coloring this in with this. And then I'm going to come in a little bit with this darker cinnamon. And just give it a little bit of color like that. And then I was using, and I'm going to use it again, Polychromos Ivory. Where'd the boat go? On the little sail. Leave it like that. How's that? Looking mighty good. Okay, so we might as well just kind of throw some of this ivory into this smoke. And that'll just make it stand out. Okay, so now we've got to do our lighthouse. So we use purple, blue, and yellow. So we need something different. I want to make it pretty. I'm looking. How about coral? Let's see what happens. Well, that'll be pretty. I'm going to go ahead and just color it in. And we'll come back with something else. I'll tell you, the pastels are more waxy than the other ones, than the other pencils. And I seem to hardly ever use the metallic ones. So I don't know exactly why, but I don't enjoy them as much. Seems like you almost have to have something particular that you want to use to color it with. So I have this coral and coral, and they're just enough different, I think, we can shade this little building with. And maybe it's not enough. I don't think it's enough. Alright, so let's look for something that might be. I always measure with my leads. I look to see how the leads look. Let's make this one. Okay. Now we need to do the roof. And we did it with okay, and then we'll take our green. We're going to put some moss on that roof. Okay. Let's do these. That, and I'll put some moss on these roofs too. And get all the little roofs done. Oops, we missed one. Make it a little heavier so it the background. There we go. So we need, where's my sepia? There it is. I'm going to just fill in all the little wooden pieces. I don't know how they built this on the side of this hill, but they did. I'm going to make the platform all the same. Like that. Let's do this one. I'm saving him for last, that little water. Like that. Did I get everything? I could make that a little darker. Then we could do the little ladder. Coming down. Oops. I missed a couple. But I don't know if I want to go up on that ladder. All right, let's find our yellow ochre. got this one little spot that's gonna bother me until I erase it. There we go. And then we have this little gray bucket. We have some water splashing out of it. Like that. Okay, so now we got to do all these little platforms. How about that? And what colors should we make these? Let's make one of them like the yellow like over there. Maybe they shared a bucket of paint. That big house had enough left over just to paint this little house. Oh, that was so kind of them. Isn't that cute? Okay, and then we had the blue, so we made this one. Let's make this one blue. And what else did we use? Purple. So let's make this one purple too. And I think that was a piece of rock behind that little. All right, so maybe we'll make that one yellow too. There was enough yellow paint left over. More than they thought. So they said, let's use it up. Okay. And we'll make this little house a little brighter teal. Because it's little, it needs to stand out. Like that. And where's our gray? Let's make this little wheel gray. Have we colored everything? Okay, so now I'm going to just take my blue and just barely cover my little windows. like that. All right, we got one more little hot air balloon over here in the corner. Let's go ahead and get him done. So let's do his roof. Like that. Hot air balloon. Well, it could be. It's carrying a little house. Wonder where it's going to be landing. And we will make this little house a teal. And now we need our sap green for the roof. And we'll make that green too. Kind of like that. All right, so now we just need to color in this balloon. So I'm gonna color in the whole thing. Light blue. And then there it is. And I'm just gonna come and go down the black lines with this teal green. And we'll just give it a little hint. Okay. Let's put our coral on here. Like that. And then let's see, we need some different. This is cad orange. And then we'll do a green on one side. Let's do this line down here, green too. Get it filled in nice. And let's do our ribbon. And this green. It was pretty. I was out pulling weeds this morning. But I'm not used to all that, so I had to quit for a while. We need one good color. How about yellow? This is such a pretty yellow. Okay. So now, what's this? Cad green pale. start with some of these. I better get it up where you can see. I'm not working at the top anymore. All right, I know we have our gray. There it is. I'm assuming these are little rocks. And our whale. I think I'm going to start out with a gray. Oh, he's got a fat old belly. And we're going to take our ivory. So any kind of off-white, I guess, would work. And then I want a different kind of, kind of purpley. It's green. I'm looking for, this is charcoal gray. I'm just trying to start blending it in. My little jars of pencils. Just trying to shade it now. Just keep working it back and forth. Give him a little shading down here. Okay. So now let's do our water. And we're just going to go around him. We can go over a little bit of it, but we don't have to go over the whole thing. Gonna add a little blue into those rocks. Okay, I'm going to take and put a little bit of ivory before I paint the blue into that. Okay, and a little green. And this is the cad green light. Okay, let's switch into that permanent green. Put just a little bit of this right in the corners of these. I went and got my eyes checked and I'm getting new glasses. I can't wait. Because I know I keep bending in close when I don't need to. Oh, I think he turned out cute. Let's put all these away. Okay. So, I'm wondering about using this is so pretty. I don't want to mess it up. Well, let's give it a try. Great, this isn't blending. It's not doing anything. I said I didn't want to mess it up. Well, you saw it first here. These are my art gel sticks. Okay, that's working a little better. I don't want it solid at all. I want this guy to look wispy. I'm going to let that other spot dry before I mess with it at all. I know I'm not talking because I'm like, what am I doing? But I think it's turning out. Again, learning how to use these things. So we're just making a wispy sky. I'll be able to fix that once it dries. But if I keep messing with it, right now, I'm just going to make a mess. And I'm going to tear my paper and make it all weird. It peels, the paper starts peeling. So if you're doing something like this, don't keep doing it. Let it dry. I'm just making a wispy sky. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry. I don't think there's enough difference in this color. I'm really surprised that that did that and that didn't spread out. So I won't be painting with these like that again. So this is what we got. As soon as that dries, I will fix that. So don't start scribbling on these books anyway. Seems like I've done that. That's why I wasn't even concerned. But when that dries and it's pretty wet, that might be because I was trying to get it to just do. And I'll do this other side. But I just want to show you what we've done. Pull it down where you can see it. And this whole page, I'll do the same thing on this side. There, got my light out of the way. Well, that was just that light blue one. So I hope you enjoyed this. And how I'll fix that is probably make the sky a little darker up there than down here. And it'll blend in. So until tomorrow, I thank you very much for watching. If nobody's told you that they care for you, I do. I appreciate you guys more than words are to tell. And I thank you and I love you all. If I could just hug you all, I would. Every single one of you, I would hug you and thank you. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I've gotten 2 thumbs down since I started. So I think that's pretty darn good. And I just appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day.